Oh, you see, someone could, and we,
Nick's her.
See Jimmy in your car.
Did you?
Oh yeah, might have been
I told her to fix
yesterday.
it really well. We should just trade vehicles.
I'm finding
So
out.
after the pledge, I'll
If you
just
can't
call
vote,
her
I
up.
can ask Chris.
Really?
Yeah, they're
And then
gonna
I'll
vote
have
on
you take care of it. Okay.
No, it's like my second one.
alright.
Well,
I'm
this
gonna
is
put
just
a couple
probably.
curves, but.
Are we on?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to call this caucus to order. We'll go over the agenda here. We just had the budget workshop. We're on agreement with the way the budget looks. Regular meeting, we'll have roll call, pledge of allegiance. Jolie is gonna come up for her proclamation. We'll have a dispense with the reading of the minutes from the first regular meeting of March. We have two pieces of communication. Anybody have anything for that? All right, we'll move on, mayor's report.
I will give my report on the floor.
Okay. Report of standing committees, which would be April 6, 2022.
Finance and legislation.
Is that the night that they're coming and talk about public utilities?
Yes, I
April
believe
sixth,
so.
right?
Yes, if I can
Go ahead.
speak real quick. They're gonna come on April 6th. If it's okay if we have them go first, because last time they waited a few hours.
Yeah.
Shannon,
There was-
GPD.
There was just
Yeah.
Yes, so on
too
April
much
6th.
that night.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, Bob or
Bob
Ryan,
Clyde and Ryan Rogowski also asked to speak in my meeting,
finance and legislation,
finance and legislation, on the 6th.
after,
So we're gonna,
So my finance and legislation will be to follow Lori's.
if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you're gonna go at 6 then?
yes.
And I will go to follow.
And what are they talking about?
They would probably be
You want
able
me to, am I allowed to say? A paperless
Oh, that sounds
initiative,
great.
and a paperless initiative for the city in coordination with tree boards and Arbor Day and our Tree City USA.
I've been
Ryan
saying that
has a
since I got
PowerPoint,
here.
Ryan has a PowerPoint that he's going to present. It should only be about 15-20 minutes,
You all
but
have a laptop, or the.
You could heat your house with this in the winter as much paper as we end up taking home. I mean,
Everybody has a full here. iPad, right?
yeah, we do. No, some of us aren't very good on it, but yes, we all have it.
but he's come up with a pretty good system that he wants to share and propose. But we'll do it in a celebration of Arbor Day with our, we did get Tree City USA again.
So,
So I'm gonna bring these out on the
I
side.
don't think
What's
Ryan
it?
was like.
Mr. Eno,
Mr. Bigley can go into your finance and legislation.
Yep, you got it. So I'd like to call this finance and legislation meeting to order. Mr. Ballack? Here. Mr. Bayes? I'm here. We've got two pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the first one. A resolution authorizing the auditor of Mahoning County to remove liens placed on real estate located in the city of Struthers pursuant to section 743.04 of the Ohio Revised Code and declaring an emergency. This was Kat's. Kat, you want to elaborate?
I got it. So,
thank you.
by accident, we liened a property that we got a check for. The property caught fire. The insurance company sent us the check for $18,000. To tear the house down was $12,000. But we liened the property for $12,000.
So you gotta send it back 6?
So we said, we already gave them their 6, so we already paid for the demo, but we still have a lien on here when we shouldn't have liened it.
In the first
In
place.
the
So we're,
first place.
so, but they did pay for the demo.
Yes, the
then-
insurance company paid for the demo, and then we gave the remaining money back to the property owner.
So we're just relinquishing the lien.
Right, because we got our money.
Makes sense. Anybody else? Need a motion to bring it out?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Well explained. Okay, next one.
So,
An ordinance for the appropriation for current expenses and other expenditures of the city of Struthers, state of Ohio, covering the fiscal year of 2022, ending December 31st, 2022, and repealing ordinance number 21-695 and any ordinance inconsistent herewith and declaring an emergency. This is also cap. This was your other ordinance,
Sorry.
appropriating expenditures.
The budget.
Yeah, do you have anything to speak on?
No, just thank you for your time. And obviously, thank you to
was
Christie
gonna
for
say
putting
thank-
this all together.
Thank your buddy over there.
I am, I have room.
Okay, motion to bring it up.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Second.
That's it for finance and legislation. Call for adjournment.
Is that a third reading?
No, this is emergency.
Oh, first.
Tom, did you do this one with $1,000?
That's good, that's a third reading.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be passed tonight as read.
I'm gonna call for adjournment if everybody's good with finance and legislation.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Second.
meeting adjourned.
Okay, so that means we have 3 pieces of legislation on tonight's agenda. The third reading will go into passage read tonight, and then we have the budget. And we're gonna have updated agendas. I don't have
There,
it.
it should be in with your packet.
It is? No, I don't have it.
Guys, forgot my sister.
Oh,
I didn't, I already copied it. I already took a copy.
Well, I didn't get to the report of the auditor yet.
Oh, here it is. It's in there.
Is it in there?
it's the last page.
Ah, there it is.
Here.
Okay.
You're welcome. Oh, do you need this paper clip back?
So unfinished business and new business?
Okay, any unfinished business?
I'm gonna go.
Any new business?
New business, Mayor, I wanted to ask you about this.
Yeah.
Roads, I guess, have been bid, or Bob, whoever wants to address it.
So, it was brought to my attention that the wall over at Nicola Field, that kick wall that the high school had built, is in bad shape. Pieces are falling off and everything else. So I had Rudzik go up there and ask about repairing, and his recommendation was eliminate the wall. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the wall down level with the floor of the stands, and then in front of the wall, so it doesn't fall over or anything, we're gonna backfill it with topsoil, plant grass. So when you come down the stands, you'll go right out onto the field. Well, we won't have steps there to maintain or anything else.
And it'll keep the integrity of that wall too, obviously.
Yes.
And the soccer girls don't use it.
Right, the high school doesn't use that field anymore, so there's no more need for the kick wall.
In the future, it'll be a lot less to keep up with if something were to happen to it. It'll mitigate expense.
And actually, for our sled riders in the wintertime, to be able to get up there a little bit quicker, because you can walk over and then go up the steps. So,
Are we still under new business?
Yes.
So that,
We're under unfinished business, correct?
New
business.
We're on the new business.
well, this is kind of both. We had a meeting today at Mothy for the comprehensive plan. We had close to 50 people show up. One of the things that was brought up was was being able to sled ride at some of the hills.
And go up and
So I talked about
down?
how council was already discussing that and on the.
Somebody had a good idea, those
Yes.
people, whoever brought
So I
that up.
think that's still something, I know it's not snowing anymore, but that's still something.
We're gonna
that
have
the-
a
Well, yeah,
Sunday
now would be the
school
time, honestly, over the next 6 months would be the time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't really do it over the winter, ground's frozen, it would have been a mess,
Yeah.
but, thank you.
Now, so the next meeting, is that what this is to, that's on Thursday, April 7th? Is that another comprehensive meeting?
That's gonna be the second one,
That's the second one.
but we made it,
In the
when we were,
evening.
yeah, cause I was calling everybody saying, hey, can you come to this, and they, we work. So we decided to hold another one from 5 to 7, because there were a lot of people that wanted to attend, that we already have a list of 15 people that wanna come to this next one.
The comprehensive plan meeting?
Yes, we're gonna host one at the Manor, so they can come to that too. They sent a representative, one of the tenants there, Mr. was there today. It went really, it went really good. Pleasantly
That's great.
surprised. And you guys are welcome to come to
I'll
any
probably
of
come to
that.
the next one, when is, you said it's 5
April
to 7?
7th from 5 to 7.
Yeah, that's a lot easier.
And we're gonna do one, I don't know if it's gonna be the business one, but we're gonna hold one at Castle too. And kind of walk around and get some ideas what people can go through.
Okay.
I know I've been sending you guys a lot of the
Yeah.
the pictures of everything going on.
Okay, we need the report of the law director. Is he not gonna come to the law director?
I don't know. I didn't talk to him at all today.
Right, if he's here, then we'll send him in. Report of the auditor?
I've submitted a report, it's just a cool down. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.
So I just want to get this clear. You made a budget that is like $13 million, and what you brought up was the pages of statistical data. Fair enough.
I actually would say too, council usually is getting a report from the treasurer monthly as well. So the new treasurer, Mark, is doing a phenomenal job. He's been training. There were some loose ends that needed tied up from the previous year that he's doing.
So we could expect getting those in the future.
So you will be getting those very soon, and the state had always said that the reports that treasurer should be giving are the ones that the financial software will produce, and attached to it should be the actual reconciliation itself for each fund for each bank account that we have. So Mark is working on that, and so you'll see something a little different from him than you got from the past two treasurers, and it's more in line with what the state is asking and requiring of us.
So we're doing good.
Then I just got a call from the state, and they'll be coming in soon to start our 2020-2021 audit within the next few weeks.
We're caught up then with the audit, so.
Yeah, for sure. And I think they'll be on site where last time's was, because of the pandemic, it was a lot more difficult because we couldn't do it in person. So I think they'll actually come back here.
Ed reached out to me already. He already got my minutes. Oh, yeah. He wants to know if he can get a key to the door. Is it okay if I give him a key to the door? I don't even think we have a key to the door no more. Can we set up a code for him?
Who's this?
I think he can use our code, his state.
Who's that?
Ed Rance, he's with the state
Oh,
auditors.
this room,
Oh.
oh, this room, I thought
Yeah,
you
he
meant.
always sets up in here for his audit.
Yeah, maybe I'll see if Michelle can give him a key fob.
Or, no, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Go for Wall Street, but didn't turn the air conditioning all the way
Any
up.
questions for the auditor? Good? All right, report of safety service.
Well, I mentioned the wall already, so, and the mayor has in her report the street sweeping. The sweeper was out today. It started, okay? So normally what we'll do this week is we'll sweep downtown and just try to get that cleaned up, everything else, and then starting Monday, which I don't want to take away from her report,
You can,
but
we're gonna say.
But they're going to, they'll be starting full sweeping, 12-hour shifts until
I
it's
have a
done.
question.
Okay,
So, all that stuff that's on the sidewalks,
yes.
are we gonna get that off first and then do the street, or the
Downtown, it's already been
Well,
done.
people? Downtown, but I'm talking even when I walk, I mean,
Okay, so the sidewalks in front of people's homes,
yeah, that's their
their
responsibility.
responsibility.
So
we
what
try to
happens
get
when
every
they sweep
place-
it on the street, and
Yes,
then you
and
go,
that's
Well, we've
perfectly
been
fine.
told
Rake
that
out your
too.
devil's
well, it'd
crap,
be nice to
sweep
do
it
it
up in the street.
before we get
Yes.
the street sweep.
So,
We can encourage that, but we can't make
Yeah.
anybody.
Okay.
Could you do
We've had some
take
people.
Because there's just a lot.
thing?
There's a lot.
We can
Just
do a
this year
There
is
is.
bad.
Do
We
the
can
text.
do it,
Somebody
please
send a text.
remember.
That's a good
Oh,
idea.
and that,
Can
yeah.
we do a text?
You know, you might wanna do, and then, let people know, cause if they could sweep it into the streets,
Yeah.
then you
And-
guys can sweep it up,
and the
that's
thing
great.
about it is, we can't tell you exactly what day it's gonna be on there, because
Sure.
sometimes you have a really great day and you can get 4 or 5 streets done. And then the next day, things might get in your way, you have to get out a lot to pick stuff up.
And
You
weather.
you only get 2 streets done, or 3 streets done.
Yeah.
And weather plays a big factor. So once we start sweeping, clean off your devil strip, clean off your sidewalk, get it all out in the street. If it sits there for a couple of weeks, we're going to get it cleaned up. Do not sweep up into piles. Okay, so people that clean everything off and then go out their curb and sweep it up into little piles,
And leave it
that
there.
doesn't help us, that makes it worse.
Okay.
It's better if it's spread out, the sweeper picks it up nicer. Okay?
Well, we could do, Cal, we could do a reminder on the city website and on Facebook, the pages, just, hey, we're gonna be street sweeping. If you wanna get it into the street, please do.
I'll send that out.
Prior, yeah, not a
I
file.
think
I'll
Bob
send
should
it
do a
out
short video where he explains it.
demonstrate it.
On Facebook.
He's already done a TikTok.
I love
movie
it.
with-
There you go.
Moita's
interesting.
on his way, he
Okay.
just texted me.
I got
Who is
4
that?
TikTok followers.
Yeah.
Wait.
My granddaughter grew her friends.
I'll send it out.
So we'll just ask him on the.
Wait, she's not here.
I'll
Oh,
be on their way here in about 20 minutes.
Okay, what else?
Thank you.
That's it.
You're bringing
Anything, I'm
Blue?
You got a
moving
call?
on, I know
Everything's
Nix is for
up for
sale right now.
Everybody's parking in the
For
back.
50,000, they dropped it
My dad's
to,
gonna
that's what's for sale.
guide him in.
Thank you.
That's what it says online, but is
But
it
here's the
technically
thing.
condemned yet?
No.
It's condemned.
But we can stop the sale of that too.
Yes.
The city has the authority
They can,
to not let the property be
they,
sold.
they can't
Nix.
sell this property because it was condemned. They can't sell the property without the city's approval.
And you guys would never approve that,
No.
correct?
Have you seen the back of it?
I did see the back, but
It's-
that's why I'm saying.
The foundation underneath
Yeah.
has swallowed the street.
Well, truly, what
It's not
happened was,
just
I-
the inside.
everybody knows I've owned Nix multiple times. When I sold it to this lady, she had full intentions from what they claimed to make it a bathroom and kitchen showcase.
Still does.
And it was gonna be beautiful and this and that. Well, they fixed the roof, from what I understand. It obviously put so much load back onto that back wall that was failing, that was never fixed, that it collapsed. I mean,
It's not what
that
the
place
description
is, it needs to be condemned. I
The only
mean,
way
you had a
the
period.
city is
It
going
is,
to
it is.
approve that
It is
sale
condemned.
is if demolition is part of that sale.
Okay, fair enough,
That's
that
the only way
makes
the city
sense,
will approve that sale,
that makes sense.
okay?
So the buildings on each side, they're already sold, from what I
Yes.
understand.
They are closing April 4th. Both
Do
of
we
them.
have an idea of what they're sold for? Or two, I mean,
Yes.
what's gonna be going in there, you,
Brian Colombo and Jeff bought the building on the other side, and Dan Rauschenbaugh bought Eagles. And then the middle one's gonna have to be,
yeah,
there's
Eagles
no,
was getting cleaned out, I think, the other day.
yeah, they had the
Yeah.
Dangerfield, they've been there for a few weeks now,
Weeks,
it's
yeah.
bad. It's bad.
Okay,
that's great.
any other questions for
Great
the
news.
safety service rep?
Do I talk to you about lights or like what you call lights being out, street light being out?
Traffic light, or street lights?
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people report the street lights to us, and that's perfectly fine, then we turn it in. But you know that we don't change those.
Right.
So what we do is what any citizen can do. You can go on Ohio Edison's website, and you click on the top of the website, there's a link that says outage. And you type in the address and the full number, and they come out and they fix it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
we
gotta get
we
the
just
full
do it for our
number.
citizens. When they call and tell us what it is, we go out,
But
look for the
we're
full number.
responsible for the ones by the park, though, right? The globe lights.
The ones in the park?
No, the ones
No,
downtown.
Oh,
There's always a
those
few by the
we do.
bridge, they're always out there.
Those
some
lights,
reason.
you're right. They go out,
And it's not the
and they
same
come
one all
on.
the time.
and they go out,
Right.
then they'll come back on, and that's, I don't know why it does that. I don't know
Are
if
those
it's,
the ones
with-
on an eye? There's
Yeah,
an issue
but
with
the-
the eye.
and you would think that was it, because, but
Wasn't it?
a lot of them are all on one eye. One photo I had a main breaker. So we've changed out balances, we've changed out light bulbs, and they continue to do it, and it's just a way the light operates.
So basically you're saying it's on a residence to.
Well,
No, they don't
can't-
have to,
no,
they
can
couldn't
turn-
call us, but I'm saying if they see a light out and they're computer
okay.
savvy, you can go on Ohio Edison website and
If I
report.
could just tell you now, it's
Okay.
on the bottom of Brandon.
Yeah, we can do that,
There's also
Paul
one on
Saleen
Rocky
and
Ledge.
Great Blackman,
yeah,
right on the bottom, there's one.
okay.
There you go.
Alright.
We
Make it
can
easy
put,
for
we
me.
can make a post on Facebook.
And
for
a lot
residents.
of times our
There you
police
go.
officers, as they drive around and if they notice a street light out, they
tell
have the capability of reporting it also.
Alright. Well, if you
Since
can,
last
that one,
time, I have
that'd
one
be
more
great.
question.
Bottom of Brandon.
Yes.
This isn't, I don't know, I mean, technically, I guess it would be Joey with iWorks. When we first got iWorks, council was able to, was supposed to be able to see like what letters were sent out and things like that. What happened to like giving access?
I don't know, I'm pretty sure you can go on.
Can we?
Did
I
you get a
just wasn't
password?
sure.
Did you get an account and a password?
No,
We can-
nothing was
Do
ever
you
brought
have
up
to set that
after.
up, or?
Joey's on
I think so.
vacation, but we can have him follow up.
Yeah, I was just curious because I asked Alice about it last week and I never thought to ask again because it never really came up, but it would be nice just for us to be able to see where things are at.
Never approached about setting up an account.
No.
Mm-mm. No,
So that
but,
would be with iWorks.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to, we have to authorize an email address and then you set up a password and then you can go in.
Yeah, so I figure with our tablets
The
now we
only
can do
thing I'm gonna
it.
say is I'm gonna try to make it a read-only access.
That's what it was supposed
You
to
know.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have a problem.
Yeah.
well, we did have another, it was supposed to be not only a read-only access though, we were supposed to be able to submit complaints
You
Yeah.
can do that.
to Joey based
Joey,
off of that
yes.
too,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
If
that
I'm
you
not
just go on the
mistaken.
website, it leads you right to it, and the complaint gets sent straight to him.
Straight to him,
Yeah,
okay.
so that's
We were
all
supposed to
that.
get access of everything else, the city was supposed to get access, but just read on.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
You're right. The city
complaints.
residents were supposed to get
Oh.
access as on read only.
We were supposed
So that if they made a complaint, they could see if a letter was sent out or not, or they could see something like that.
Okay.
And us as
And-
council can get everything.
And I thought
Yes.
that was stuff that calls always to your office, like asking for updates too, so.
Yeah, then if people really wanted to know, it's right there in front of them. Transparency was the key.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just don't think we ever,
Yeah,
to be honest,
Yeah.
but yeah,
okay.
there's no problem doing that.
Okay, one more thing that I forgot.
Keep it
to bring
going.
up. Can I go?
Yeah, keep it
I
going.
was asked if, how do you say it? If we thought that the mayor would be throwing out the first pitch for Struthers Opening Day baseball game at Senior Park.
I am. I am. I met with, they asked me to do it last year.
What-
Oh,
that's-
that's good,
that's
okay.
not-
then
that's-
it's-
I don't think it's
official
opening
yet.
day. I
It's-
think that's for the tournament.
That we have we're gonna have to have a meeting regarding that because we met with Paulson and his son and they want us to do a big celebration on that day.
Uh-huh.
With the land transfer, they wanna make it some food
Oh,
truck.
so that's
So
when
we're
you're gonna be doing all this?
Yes, and I think
Okay.
that Steve Leslie asked me to do it last year and then that was the day we had the big flood. And the games were all canceled, so I didn't get to do it. I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever been asked to do as mayor. is
No,
throw
no,
the
listen,
parade.
don't embarrass
Like,
yourself
yeah,
out there.
like, they were like, that's cool, Mom, but besides for my parking spot,
Make
that was like.
make sure you don't slip and throw it over the
What
backstop.
tournament is that? What?
Yeah, the tournament they have down there every year,
What?
and then they have the fireworks after the tournament.
Come on, you man.
Yeah.
So
And
you'll throw the first
I
pitch
told them
then?
when we had the
Look
meeting,
at
I
you.
said, I hope I get asked to do that again this year because I didn't get to last year. That would be cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Peppered.
All right, anything else for the safety service director?
So does this have to be approved or anything, Bob, like is it?
Yes, so the county will not release those funds unless council authorizes.
Gotcha, okay.
Oh,
She's
oh,
not
you have
right.
to have the wrong one. Rudzik?
Oh, yeah,
I don't think so. I think, I just wanted, it was
Just let
brought
us know,
up to
okay.
me by council, so I
Well, it's
just
under
brought it back.
50,000, so you don't have to get 3 estimates,
Yeah.
correct?
Right.
And just-
I think that's a very reasonable price.
Yeah.
Especially,
Especially
did
when
you try to get any other estimates from anybody else?
I didn't, I can, if you desire, I mean, most of that cost is probably
Can
gonna
you
go
match
into the labor and the
Can we
dirt.
get it
the
cheaper?
dirt alone at this point is insane. And trucking is insane.
And I will
I think
say
you got-
Brunswick has.
I think you got a reputable company
Yeah,
that
that's what
does a
I'm
lot
saying.
for the city.
I mean, I know you
Struthers
have.
base.
Yeah, and again, if it's over 50,000, you're obligated to get 3 bids,
Yep.
correct?
Yes.
But since it's not, you can go with one person.
Well, no, I think we have to go to bid.
You have to put
We
it
have to
out for
put it
bid
out for
from
bid. We do.
anybody.
Over, anything over 50,000, we can't request, we have to, it has to be,
Put in the paper.
it has, yes,
Wow.
what am I?
Okay.
We have-
It
Has to be advertised.
Advertised.
Yeah,
And there's a whole process, we gotta get it.
yeah. And if you guys don't mind, if we can go in there at least by quarter till, just because I know their families are gonna be coming in.
All right, any
All right.
motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.